Hi there and welcome to this workflow video of how I created this short movie you just watched. What I'd like to do in this video is showing you the workflow between using Blender and AI and how you can create these kind of movie clips and just combining them together. So I'm having Blender opened. And I don't know if you're familiar to Blender. My audience is normally Blender, so we'll just dive into it. It's not a technical video, it's just showing you what I created in Blender and how I transformed this into these AI videos. So this scene is from a course I was working on. I rejected this halfway 2025 because AI was getting massive and I was just working on my environment scenes and I thought this is not like where I should move. So I just canceled it. But now I thought this is a nice scene for an experiment, like an AI video experiment. So let's take a look. So from this perspective, I made a render. It looks like this. So it's far from perfect. I mean, the water is still like a sort of a placeholder, and you can see the reed, like it's not the best, but we can see a clear view on the rune, and this is what makes this image pretty nice. So this is the main view. So what I did was I made a couple of views, one closer, one very close up, and from the other side, and I combined this like in a package so I could play around with making movie clips, and if something didn't work, I could make it different. So let's take a look at the raw renders I made, and it's right here. So this is like the main image. Then we have like a more close up, like this one, and we have another one. This is like very detailed, and you can see now the ornament is like not blending very well, but from a distance it worked perfectly. So normally I would never render something like this. You can see the damage bricks here, that looks nice, and the ivy. So this looks okay. Then a view from the top, from the aerial view, and from the opposite way, so I could play around with view. So having this as a source material, at a kind of a sort of a blueprint, is very useful because we can now transform these in different images. We can integrate, for example, a character, and we can improve the foliage, all these kind of things. So let's take a look. The first thing I did is creating a character. So I asked, I'm going to use a character, old man, 19th century. We're going to use it as a character. I want to have a front view, rear, and a side view. And here we have it. This is the old man. Little problem that I just experienced later is that it's not consistent because he is having his back on the left when we have the rear view, and from the front, it's still on the left. So when you ask AI to integrate this character, it will just combine this back, left, and right. So that was the biggest mistake. But overall, this man looks pretty cool. Very nice. So this was like generated from start, fully AI. Nothing 3D involved. So the first image was from this view, and I said, okay, we have the rune. Can you just integrate this character in the foreground? And it did pretty well. The rune still is the same. I guess still have my grass and my reed, and we have the character. So little changes. It's not perfect. I can see I'm like, man, it's not the same as the image, but I mean, we're getting there. I mean, this is like just testing around, and from this perspective, it was already pretty good. So I just want to scroll quickly through some more samples. So I asked to just input this character on the closer. What went well? I can already see it's just adding more things, but it's fine. It's not dramatically. What's that with the back? It is here on this left, and it has a little back over here. Not sure if it's still there. Yeah, it's still good. So from that point, it's fine. Character close to the rune. And what else do we have? I want to have a view from him just sitting, watching, and you can see that it's already changing the ornament right here in a sort of a double layer. What's not right, it's not the biggest mistake, but I can see, okay, it's now starting to touch the rune, and also the coloring in this scene is kind of off. And a view from the other side, where I think this character is pretty nice, but the coloring is very sunlight. It's very bright, so like coloring is not a match, but I could use this for for a render, and just the man just sitting, kneeling, watching it. So I got some more. Don't dive in like everything. So the problem, if I compare these raw renders, is these are 2K. So it's like very high details. If I go to the image output, for example, this one, I mean, this is not even HD. It's like, yeah, it's not. So you can see if I zoom in that I'm losing a lot of detail. This is a problem, because if you're using this as a source to generate video, I mean, it will get like blurry, not good. So I needed to upscale these images, but not simply a higher resolution. I needed something so it could add the detail that I really wanted to see. So I used an AI upscaler. So here it is. So it's still kind of not perfect, but at least the character has some more detail. Some more detail in the foreground. What's good? The problem is that it changed the read into some dead branches. What's not okay. But overall, I mean, I could use this as a sample. And I mean, I upscaled all of them. So it's more crispy, it's more sharp, puts more detail in the grass. And you can see these are now like almost 4K. And this is something I could use for the image generator, like what I want. So this is another view. For like, if you just ignore the coloring, it's not bad at all. I could never make something like this, including the character. Like I could make something like this if I spent like a long time. Could make this in Blender with like the nice nature. It's not impossible, but with this character, it's like, that's like it's not my party. And another one, the top view, but soon after generating this, I just rejected this view because it was not like the thing I really wanted to see. So this is one from a closer, and I have to be honest, the way AI, like the upscaler, makes these breaks in the ornament, and it's not right. You can see it's now starting from a single to a double break. What's not good, but I like the way it looks. It's just nice. Problem here is that his beard is getting longer. That wasn't good. And from this perspective, like he's kneeling, so you cannot see his feet, so his legs. So AI will just guess what's built. So when he was standing, he has different legs. That was a problem as well. Overall, I had some images that I could use to make a video. So what I'd like to show you is the video, AI video. And you've seen the clip when it started. I just want to just scroll by and showing you the samples, how it works. So this is one, just the man walking. And I asked him to walk and just to stand still and watch the rune. And most of the time he just walked by. So and another one was pretty funny. He was walking. This one is okay. It's not bad. It was also still walking. There's another one. I guess it's this one. It's, yeah, it was just adding some bright stuff here. I mean, he was walking and just watching the rune. That was great. But then it just happened, so I had to do it again. But these things are solvable. It wasn't like the worst thing. And there was another one, like I had to reject. So we had him just, his beard is okay, but then these bricks were just damaged and falling apart. That was weird, but in fact, this movie was pretty nice for half. So I changed this with this one. So he's just standing here and feeling, I mean, this is not like an in-depth story. It's just play around. Okay, so made quite a lot of these clips. You've seen the main video, so I won't dive into it. What I'd like to show you is one more, because we have got everything that's full AI. So imagine you don't know Blender, you do not have Blender experience, you want to start from scratch, and you fully focus on image generators. So I asked, make a rune from red bricks, river in the foreground, and a path. I was kind of wondering if we could start with a base image. So it was outputting this one. So, I mean, the coloring like was also bright, it's trying to make this perfect image. But let's say you do not have control on how this rune looked exactly, you just get this, but fine. Let's say you like this rune. what is possible if we get closer? Is the rune transforming? Is it even possible to do kind of the same with, like, if you just fully want to focus on image generation? So this is the first one. We have got the path, and it's splitting into two ways, and like it's that. In fact, we could make something out of this. So I asked, get a little bit closer to the, and we still have this sideways, but it also adds an extra one. But the great thing is that the rune still, if you compare it with, if we can just go back and forward, yeah, it looks kind of the same. I mean, there are changes, like if you focus here on the ornament left, it's starting to change quite a lot. But I mean, if we ignore the path, it still looks okay. Then I asked for a closer one, and yeah, I mean, I could do something with it. It's changing this ornament, but it was also changing my ornament from the 3D render. So the thing is that on the right, it's now adding a wall. So on this point, it's just a flat wall, but here it's just adding like a side wall. What's like, that's a problem. And I had some issues with the heath, like if you want to go a little bit to the right and to the left, it was like doing weird things. So, I mean, you could do this. And from like the image, if I look at the rune, like how it's built up, it looks really cool. Like it's broken bricks everywhere. It's like how I expect a rune to look like. But it's way harder to define how to look like. So yeah, you get my point. It's kind of a fun experiment. And maybe I should try to make a movie as well, just fool it. But I like Blender. And what I just created was a simple rune, but I'm also working on very high detailed structures, like these structures have like a lot of ornaments, and these need to be right as well. So I cannot just type in, make me this like specific structure, and that is just generating that. That cannot be done. So yeah, it was a fun experiment. I hope you enjoyed. It's something completely new than you've been expecting from me. Making Blender tutorials, like making a scene, explaining this from the start to the end, how to make this. However, I think it has some value to now showing how AI can be merged in the scene, because I think if I make a movie in the end of the year with all the new improvements AI is making, we're making a lot of steps. But at this moment, we are here at this moment, and we have the tools that are available right now, and we have to do it with what we have. So I don't like it to say in a couple of months we have like better tools. This is what we have right now. This is what we can. This is just like, and how can you as a Blender user combine these two together? I think that's kind of fun. And for storytelling, it's like amazing. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Just put in the comments what you like feedback on everything you've seen, what's not right, and maybe you like it. I don't know. If maybe you want to see different things with this kind of workflow, just put it in the comments. I like to discuss this with you, and I hope to see you in another video. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye.